Morning everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there today, but we're still going to do some exciting slime things today. The first one we're going to make is an edible slime. We're going to use marshmallows. They're my favourite ones. And icing sugar, and I always use the pure icing sugar. You'll need a microwave container to put the marshmallows in. I've used a Pyrex jar here, so it's clear to see into. And the only other thing you'll need is a stirrer, and that's to stir the marshmallows when they come out of the microwave. So this is a very simple recipe. I've already put the marshmallows into the Pyrex jar. I'm going to put them into the microwave just to soften them a little bit. I will put them in for 20 seconds. And that, we don't want to melt the marshmallows, we just want to soften them a little bit. And you'll see when we get them out, have your stirrer ready. A few seconds to go. I've also got my icing sugar open ready because I'm going to coat the marshmallow in that. Now it's ready now, I'm just going to get that out. I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. You can see it's just slightly changed shape, very, very slightly. So you know it's ready when you put your stirrer in, and they'll actually start sticking together like that. Can you see that? I'm just mixing them a little bit. And then while that is just sitting like that for me, I'm getting the icing sugar, and I'm going to put some on my mat I've put down here. So cooking mat. And now this marshmallow is very, very sticky. And the reason I put the icing sugar down is so that it doesn't stick to the mat. So make sure you do that. Because I use pure icing sugar, it can often be a little bit lumpy. So I just squash the lump. It doesn't matter, it all tastes the same. In America they call this powdered sugar, and it's because they get normal white sugar and they put it in processing that shatters it, grinds it into tiny little powder. So it really is powdered sugar. It's just in Australia we call it icing sugar. Now this is a little bit tricky. We're going to use our stirrer to get the marshmallow out of the Pyrex or your microwave container, whatever you're using. Just getting that out. There we go. It should come out. Can you see that coming out like that? Just going to put that onto the icing sugar. So we have one big blob of marshmallow now. There we go. You'll get most of it out, but probably not all of it out. So here we go. This is a really good time to have your gloves on. If you're cooking just for yourself, you can just wash your hands really well with soap and water. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm getting my icing sugar ready. I'm going to be patting this soon, and so I'm going to cover even the top with icing sugar. So that when I touch it, can you see my gloves, my hands don't stick on it. I'm even putting some on my glove there, and just to scrape that off. There we go. You can see how very, very sticky this is. So again, I'm using lots of icing sugar. It's like a dusting powder to stop it sticking. There we go. Now I always think this looks like a baby's bottom. A beautiful little baby's bottom, and I pat it just like you would a baby's bottom. There we go. And I'm just making sure that's all covered with icing sugar now. There we go. So see how I can touch it and it's not sticking? Be careful not to really, really push hard because you could break through the icing sugar cover. And now what you need to do is just keep rolling it like you would do with play clay, and you'll find it gets longer and longer. So that's a lot of fun. This is a really fun part of doing it. So I just keep rolling and rolling it in the icing sugar like that. So it's really, really well coated. And you can have a bit of a play with it like that. yummy. There we go, nearly finished. You can keep doing this for quite a while. It actually feels really good. And of course it's slightly warm from being in the microwave. There we go. So that we have edible slime. And be sure to put it in a container if it lasts that long. And you can keep that in the fridge if you like. Now we're going to start another slime. So I'll just stop the video now and you can replay this if you like before you have a go yourself. And I'll just set up now for the next